I wonder if you've ever known a time in your life of such incredible happiness that nothing can touch it, where the air itself seems to suggest bliss. Every smile, every caress, every touch is just adding to the perfection of what already is. And this was the realm in which these daughters played. They would dance, they would spray themselves in water, they were unobserved, they were carefree, they were emanation of beauty, and they belonged to no man. And amongst these nymphs there was one named Io, the most precious daughter of Inachus. She was loved, she was cherished, she was surrounded in friendship and sisterhood. But you know what? You can't go playing around in rivers without someone taking notice at some point. And so it was that Io caught the attention of Zeus. Now Zeus, he's very tired. He's been administering the cosmos, he's been settling disputes amongst the gods, and it is after a long day where he's reclining for his little nap that he noticed a little fluttering in the cosmos. And he looks down and he sees this nubile, wonderful oasis of youth, this thing that is lost to him, that seems so distant, and he descends and starts to watch. I had been storytelling for about 4 or 5 years in Amsterdam, and I got to a point where I thought, what do I really want to do, and what do I actually believe in storytelling? So I decided to create a show that had in it everything I find wonderful. How can you bring together a community? How can these stories really speak to people? And Dolan Jones and I have been collaborating for many years, organising storytelling sessions in different places in Amsterdam. And so, you know, we were going to do something together. And it was at that point that I met Gijs Anders van Stralen. Gijs is a rather well-known percussionist, and we played a story together, and just a bit cheekily asked if he'd like to play in the show, and strangely enough he said yes. And since then we've been having a ball. We played at De Ruimte in Amsterdam North and sold it out over 2 nights. We've been taking stories to the Beyond Festival, and basically been working for the last little while on accumulating our material. And what we're finding is that the stories are starting to do different things in collaboration with the music. The musicians hear different things in the story than I do alone, and through their musical interpretation we're able to get a deeper understanding of what you might call the spirit of the story. I think the great thing about Dolan is that he's a storyteller with his violin. He has an Irish background, and if you spend some time with him you'll know that he's quite a raconteur as well. And he has a fluidity to his playing, which combined with technical excellence means that he's reinterpreting the story for us. Gijs has got a huge background in jazz. He's also studied West African percussion. He's also studied in India, and he brings all these different sonic forms and applies them to what he hears in the stories. And we hope we're doing this with a certain amount of respect and quality that, you know, helps reveal this tale more deeply to people. And it's in this way that we're sort of drawing on elements from different cultures in order to illuminate our own. And that's the job of storytelling, is that it gives us a sense of where we've been, who we are, and where we're going. So Bladewith takes Gronway's hand and leads him up the garden path, past the gates where she first met his eye, and into the house where she first took him in her arms. And oh my gosh, oh my glory, what a wonderful time they have. How long for? Is it 1, 2, 3 weeks? How long does that pizzazz last before something else needs to give way, before something else needs to take over? What is there left when the passion dies? And do Grunway and Blodeuwydd have it? Of course they don't. They've just murdered a man, a good man, he was true, with an open heart and a skillful hand, the precious, precious Lou. And so it is they relent into an uneasy silence. And it's during that time there's one man who doesn't believe that Lou is dead. And he goes off searching for him. That was fucking awful.